Imagine a love so strong it felt unshakable, a life so perfect it seemed untouchable. But what happens when one wrong choice threatens to destroy it all? This is the story of Emma and Daniel, a couple who had it all until a single moment of weakness unraveled the very fabric of their marriage. It's a tale of passion, betrayal, and the heart-wrenching consequences of infidelity. But it's also a story of hope, resilience, and the extraordinary power of second chances. As you dive into their world, you'll feel the ache of broken trust, the weight of regret, and the glimmer of redemption. You'll ask yourself, can love survive the ultimate betrayal? And if it does, what does it take to rebuild what was lost? Get ready for an emotional roller coaster that will leave you breathless, tearful, and ultimately inspired. This isn't just a story. It's a lesson about the fragility of love and the strength it takes to protect it. Buckle up, because Emma and Daniel's journey is one you won't soon forget. Title: The Fragile Threads of Love. Emma and Daniel had been married for 12 years. To the outside world, they were the epitome of a perfect couple. Daniel was a successful architect, and Emma was a dedicated teacher who poured her heart into her students. They had 2 beautiful children, Lily and Noah, who were the center of their universe. Their home was warm, their laughter genuine, and their love seemed unshakable. But beneath the surface, cracks had begun to form. Daniel's demanding job often kept him late at the office, and Emma felt the weight of loneliness creeping into her heart. She tried to brush it off, telling herself that this was just a phase, that every marriage had its ups and downs. But the distance between them grew, and the silence became louder. One evening, Daniel attended a work event where he met Clara, a vibrant and ambitious colleague. She was everything Emma wasn't: bold, adventurous, and unapologetically confident. They struck up a conversation that quickly turned into flirtation. Daniel found himself drawn to her energy, her laughter, and the way she made him feel alive again. What started as innocent banter soon escalated into something more. Daniel began staying later at work, using deadlines as an excuse. He told himself it was harmless, that he was just enjoying the attention. But deep down, he knew he was crossing a line. One night, after too many drinks, he gave in to temptation. Daniel's affair with Clara became a secret he carried like a heavy chain. He lied to Emma about late meetings and business trips, his guilt gnawing at him with every false word. Meanwhile, Emma noticed the changes in him, the distant look in his eyes, the way he avoided her touch. She tried to talk to him, but he brushed her off, claiming he was just stressed. One day, while helping Daniel with his laundry, Emma found a receipt for a hotel stay. Her heart sank as she realized the date coincided with one of his supposed business trips. Confronted, Daniel denied everything, but the doubt had already taken root in Emma's heart. She began to withdraw, her trust shattered. The strain in their marriage began to affect their children. Lily, their sensitive 10-year-old, started having nightmares, and Noah, their spirited 7-year-old, became withdrawn. Emma tried to shield them from the tension, but the cracks in their family were too deep to hide. One fateful evening, Emma decided to surprise Daniel at his office, hoping to reconnect. Instead, she found him leaving with Clara, their laughter echoing in the empty parking lot. The sight broke her. She confronted him, her voice trembling with anger and pain. Daniel's excuses fell on deaf ears as Emma packed her bags and took the children to her sister's house. The separation was devastating. Daniel moved into a small apartment, his life unraveling as he faced the consequences of his actions. Clara, realizing the gravity of the situation, ended their affair, leaving Daniel alone with his guilt. He tried to reach out to Emma, but she was too hurt to listen. Emma, meanwhile, struggled to rebuild her life. She threw herself into her work and her children, but the pain of betrayal lingered. She cried herself to sleep every night, wondering how the man she had loved so deeply could hurt her so profoundly. Months passed and Daniel hit rock bottom. He missed his family terribly and realized the gravity of his mistakes. He began attending therapy, determined to understand why he had strayed and how he could become a better man. He wrote letters to Emma, pouring out his remorse and his love for her, though she never responded. One day, Lily asked Emma why Daddy didn't live with them anymore. The question broke Emma's heart, and she realized that her children needed their father. She agreed to meet Daniel, her walls still firmly in place. Their meeting was tense, but Daniel's sincerity began to chip away at Emma's defenses. He apologized for the pain he had caused and shared the steps he had taken to change. He admitted his selfishness and vowed to earn back her trust, no matter how long it took. Emma was torn. She still loved him, but the scars of betrayal ran deep. She agreed to family counseling, and slowly they began to rebuild their relationship. It wasn't easy, there were tears, arguments, and moments of doubt, but they persevered. Over time, Daniel proved his commitment. He became more present, more attentive, and more open about his feelings. Emma, too, learned to forgive, not just Daniel but herself for the guilt she had carried. Their love, though scarred, began to grow anew. One evening, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Emma turned to Daniel and said, "I never thought we'd make it through this." Daniel took her hand and replied, "I almost destroyed the best thing in my life. I'll spend the rest of my days making sure you never regret giving me a second chance." Their journey taught them both the importance of faithfulness, communication, and the fragility of trust. Daniel learned that love isn't just about passion, it's about commitment, even when the road gets tough. Emma learned that forgiveness, though painful, can lead to healing. Their story became a testament to the resilience of love and the power of redemption. They shared their experience with others, hoping to spare them the pain they had endured. Years later, Emma and Daniel celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary. Their love was stronger than ever, a testament to the trials they had overcome. As they danced under the stars, surrounded by their children and friends, they knew that their journey had been worth it. Daniel whispered in Emma's ear, "Thank you for believing in us." Emma smiled, tears in her eyes, and replied, "Thank you for fighting for us." Conclusion: infidelity is a choice that can shatter lives, but it doesn't have to be the end. Through honesty, remorse, and unwavering effort, broken relationships can be mended. Love, though fragile, can endure if nurtured with trust, respect, and faithfulness. Let this story be a reminder that the threads of love, though delicate, can be rewoven into something even more beautiful when we choose to honor them.